A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on the time you are watching this video. I am Sheku, your storyteller. We are at the end of episode 1. This is season 12, which is questions and answer of all the episodes so far uploaded on our YouTube channel. Interesting questions across board from all our viewers and also our, partner, if I could say. And we want to thank everyone who has made up their time, to watch our each and every season, every week uploaded on YouTube, and ask all the necessary questions for each episode uploaded on YouTube. We truly appreciate your time. We truly appreciate your participation with us here. God will truly bless you. Excuse me. So, like I said, we are going to answer every single questions of all the episode uploaded so far. Next week is going to be a break week for us, and then after that, we are going to start season 2, which will also have about 12 episodes. Then we go again for question and answer for season 2. But I want to promise everyone that season 2 is going to be a mind-blowing season with interesting, intriguing, and thought-provoking stories of all the episodes we are going to upload on season 2. We also want to tell everyone that we are open for business. If you are interested in our stories, please don't forget to contact us, and we are ready to work with you. We work on the script. If you want a script, if you want the story, we can still give you the story, and also make it clear that all our stories we are uploading, they are synopsis, not the full story. They are synopsis. And so the full story is there in our story bank. Once again, thank you for your time here with us. So we are going to start with every story from season 1 to season 11. We move. So for our logline is we've gotten about 1,200 views so far for all the 12 episodes. For all the 11 episodes we've uploaded, and they are still counting going on. So we truly appreciate the views so far. 1,002 is really a milestone. We are targeting at least 4,000 watching hours for us to be verified on YouTube, and then from there we go to another level. We once again want to thank everybody who made time to go through our stories and then also view our stories. So we start with the question, episode 1. So our episode 1 story was the president's son. The president's son. And the first question for our episode 1 is from Choma. I believe she's from Nigeria, and she asks the question, who deserved the first lady to betray her husband for power? Okay, so the answer here is simple. African leaders have always been the puppets to the Western world, and when they fail to do the bidding of the Western world, then the big brothers, in quotes, I'm taking a word from the First Lady of Sierra Leone, we want to tell this leader that we are in charge. We put you there. We make you president. And so we can easily take you out if we want to. So the only way that can still keep you there as a president of your nation is to do our bidding and also become our puppets. We ask you what to do and you do them, not what you want to do, not what your people want. So the people who deceived the first lady, they are the big brothers. They just wanted to cheat the president election, to tell him that in as much you've been in power for the past 30 years, we made you to be there, and we can easily take you out. So the big brothers of the Western world, they are the one that deceived the first lady. And then question 2 comes from Fatima. I guess she's from Sierra Leone. She said, how true is this story? True or just a tale? Well, most of our stories here, they are not true life stories. We look at the scenario of what is happening in Africa at a large or as a whole, and then we build our story to that line. It's like we are bringing out sanitization. We are bringing out words, or we are speaking for the voiceless, telling the leaders or people around Africa that this is what is going on, this is what is happening. So we are bringing it in the form of stories. Yeah. So the president's son is not a true story, it's a fiction, but it's mostly like what is going on in Africa today. And then Michael asked a question. I guess, I don't know Michael where country she's from, he's from, but maybe it could be from Nigeria or whatever. He said, what do you mean by foreign powers that push the First Lady? Like I said in the first questions, which is Choma, yes, it's foreign power that pushed the First Lady to do what she did, simply because they wanted to teach the president that they has the power, they has the might, they has the vigor to do what they want to do. And also, they can undo what they have already done. So you are in our power, in our palm. So everything about you, everything you think you have, it's because of us. Yeah. Kenzo is from Tanzania. No, Kenzo is from Uganda. And he's asking the question that you state that those foreign power that puts the president in power wanted to teach him a lesson. Who? That's a very deep question. That's a very deep question. We can actually pinpoint to say that this particular power or this particular big brother, but we know exactly what's going on in Africa. The people who control the Africans' puppet, if I put in a quote, our colonial masters who want the African leaders to understand that we are your masters, and whatever you have, whatever you think you hold, it's because of us. So therefore, do not mess with us. Do what we want you to do, and we'll be fine together. Okay, so that's it. Big brothers, foreign powers. There's Sajima. Sajima, maybe, I don't know, this person could be from, maybe, could be from Central African Republic, because this name sounds like one. Yeah. He said, did the son of the president die? Absolutely no. The son of the president didn't die. The father rescued the son. Yeah, he rescued the son. You know, remember, he's a military man who has been in power for over 30 years. And so when it comes to the gun and when it comes to the guerrilla fighting, he knows it very well. So on the process of rescuing his son, that was when he discovered the betrayal of the First Lady. And he killed the First Lady in a form of self-defense so that he can still continue to be in power. The reason he wants to do that is to wipe off all trace to him so that when he leaves power, there will be nothing to hold against him if he's going to leave power at all. But if he possibly, I mean, we know African leaders, I mean, especially African military leaders, they don't leave power until they die. Yeah. But it's just cleaning the way, cleaning the path for in case of anything that arises tomorrow, nobody can say that, okay, you did this, so therefore, why did you do this? You are held, you are going to be held accountable and stuff like that. So these are all the questions answered for episode 1, the president's son. Oh, sorry about that. So episode 2, the title for our story for episode 2 is 84 years ago. And then the first question we got on this episode was from James. And he says, did Bishop Kamara ever believe their family, I guess that's what he wanted to say. Did Bishop Kamara family ever believe their father and husband? The scandal was so tough that it's really hard for anybody to believe that what the spiritual son of Bishop Kamara was saying or pointing at is not true. So, in some extent, fine, they might believe the father and their husband, and I mean the Bishop Kamara wife, but I mean the evidence was too clear to say that he did not do what he has been accused of. So it was, I would say, something like maybe 30% belief and 60% doubt. Yeah. So the next question is coming from KD. KD is definitely from Sierra Leone. KD is definitely from Sierra Leone. What actually happened to Bishop Kamara at the desert? It was a tough experience for him at the desert. Yeah, it was a tough experience for him at the desert. And many believe that he lost his life there, but he survived. The Lord see him through there, and it was a very tough days for him at the desert alone. No food, no water, and the world really turned his back. The world really turned their back against him. Adama is asking that, did Bishop Kamara get vindicated at the end? Yes, absolutely yes. He got vindicated at the end by the help of God Almighty, who made it possible for him to be vindicated at the end by showing a clear evidence that he is innocent. And They went back to the desert to get him back home, but he was very weak and far old, and not too long he passed away. Ivy, yeah, he's from Sierra Ivy. How did he come across the boy that betrayed him? Well, he's just like a man who has a good heart and saw a boy on the street who was struggling to survive, no mother, no father, begging for a living, and he had decided to adopt the boy just to help him out. It's like you helping somebody to do a good deed, and then this good deed becomes trouble for you, becomes a pain for you. That's what actually happened. Ifoma, definitely, this name is from Nigeria. Ifoma is saying that what happened to the church later? The church actually went on running. Nothing actually happened that triggered any problem for the church. Everything was fine, everything was okay. And even when Bishop Kamal returned back from the desert, the church was going on fine. The church was going on well, yeah. Episode 3. The title for episode 3 is Against My Father's Will. Against My Father's Will. Now, Alpha, I don't know where Alpha is from. I mean, he didn't state his country. But he's saying that, why did the lady has only one kidney left? You did not give us the reason. Okay, so when she was about 16, 17 years old, her father was very sick. I mean, she's a lady with a big heart, if I would say. Her father was very sick and he needed a kidney plant. And as the only child in the family with the mother, her kidney was the only one matched with the father. And if the family did not do something fast, the father might have died. So she has to give her kidney to the father in order for her father to survive. KD again from episode 2 is asking another question here again on episode 3, which she said, did the man survive the shock when he found out that the two boys are not for him, but for his friend, who advised him to cheat on his wife? Yes, of course. And that led him to the habit of drinking, which gradually deteriorated his health, and he later passed away. It was really shocked. So he found out that it was a plan between the man, his friend, and then the woman who claimed to have a true son for him. So it was like a double sword piercing him. Yeah, if I would say. Ike. Yeah, Ike is from Nigeria, the name. He said, why did the lady die? If I am you, I wouldn't have let the lady die. Okay, so there are stories which I will refer to as curious, or what we say suspect. So in this story of Against My Father's Will, if the lady did not die, there was no way the man could have come back to her, to his senses. And there was no way the truth would have revealed. Do you get it? There was no way the truth would have revealed. Fine, I mean, understand that the wealth of the man that is enjoying is actually coming from the lady. But also note that the lady needed to do this to draw the attentions of the man, that what he has done is wrong. And despite this, she still loves him. She still loves him. So that's the reason why she gave up her last kidney and passed away, and then the man survived. And also she believed this is a world of massacre. This is a world of men. So if she is alive and the man died, there is possibility that the man family might come one day and take everything away from her, claiming that everything belonged to